In the ever-evolving world of interior design and architecture, there exists a timeless allure in the gentle embrace of cottage aesthetics. This sophisticated approach to home design seamlessly weaves together the charm of pastoral living with contemporary comfort, creating spaces that feel both elegant and wonderfully lived in. The fusion of soft pastel hues with delicate floral motifs establishes an atmosphere that transcends mere decoration, transforming homes into serene sanctuaries that speak to the soul.
Welcome to Cozy Living. Here, we talk all things about home design, outdoor design, and creating beautiful functional spaces. Let's dive in.
Ethereal cottage beauty, pastel tones and floral details for a serene sanctuary. The modern interpretation of cottage style has evolved far beyond its humble origins, incorporating refined elements that elevate the aesthetic while maintaining its inherent warmth and accessibility. Today's cottage-inspired spaces celebrate the beauty of imperfection, featuring weathered finishes, vintage treasures, and artisanal touches that tell stories of both past and present. This design philosophy emphasizes the creation of intimate, nurturing environments where every element contributes to a sense of tranquility and timeless grace. At its heart, the ethereal cottage style represents a return to intentional living, where beauty and functionality coexist in perfect harmony. It's an approach that honors traditional craftsmanship while embracing modern innovations, resulting in spaces that feel both grounded and aspirational. Through thoughtful design choices and careful attention to detail, this aesthetic creates environments that serve as peaceful retreats from the fast-paced modern world. 1. Charm of the countryside, infusing rustic elements with modern flair. Architectural elements that define modern cottage style. The essence of cottage charm lies in its ability to incorporate rustic elements without sacrificing sophistication. Exposed wooden beams, whether original or carefully crafted replicas, create architectural interest while grounding spaces in natural beauty. These structural elements can be paired with contemporary lighting fixtures and modern furniture pieces, creating an intriguing dialogue between old and new. Mastering textural contrasts in cottage design. Textural contrasts play a vital role in this design approach, with rough-hewn stone walls or distressed plaster finishes providing a perfect backdrop for sleek, modern accessories. The key is to maintain balance, allowing rustic elements to add character while modern touches ensure the space feels fresh and current. This might mean incorporating a vintage farmhouse table alongside contemporary upholstered dining chairs, or placing a modern art piece against a wall of traditional beadboard. Contemporary materials for traditional cottage aesthetics. In the realm of materials, natural elements reign supreme but are reimagined through a contemporary lens. Reclaimed wood flooring might be finished with a modern gray wash, while traditional wainscoting receives an update through unexpected color choices. The goal is to honor traditional materials while presenting them in ways that feel relevant to contemporary living. Designer tip: when incorporating rustic elements, limit them to 1 or 2 statement pieces per room to prevent the space from feeling overwrought. Consider products like aged brass hardware, vintage-inspired light fixtures, and textured natural fiber rugs to achieve the perfect balance of old and new. 2. Seamless elegance, merging contemporary comforts with traditional aesthetics. Smart technology integration in heritage homes. The successful integration of modern amenities into a cottage-style home requires thoughtful consideration and creative solutions. Hidden technology, such as built-in speakers disguised within crown molding or smart home features concealed behind traditional cabinet fronts, allows for all the conveniences of modern living without disrupting the aesthetic harmony of the space. Open concept living in traditional cottage spaces. Today's cottage style embraces open concept living while maintaining intimate spaces through clever architectural details. Archways, pocket doors, and strategic furniture placement create natural divisions while preserving flow and functionality. These elements work together to define spaces without sacrificing the airy, ethereal quality that makes cottage style so appealing. Modern kitchen design with cottage character. The kitchen, often considered the heart of any home, perfectly exemplifies this merger of old and new. Traditional elements like farmhouse sinks and shaker-style cabinetry coexist with professional-grade appliances and smart storage solutions, creating spaces that are both beautiful and highly functional. Designer tip: use concealed storage solutions and built-in cabinetry to hide modern necessities. Look for products like panel-ready appliances, traditional-style cabinet hardware with modern functionality, and vintage-inspired lighting with updated technology. Three, accentuating details, exploring the use of antiques and textiles in decor. Incorporating vintage pieces in modern cottage design. The magic of cottage style often lies in the details, those carefully chosen elements that add layers of interest and personality to a space. Antique pieces serve as anchors, bringing authenticity and character through their patina and history. These treasured items might include a weathered mirror above a fireplace, a collection of vintage botanical prints, or a carefully restored piece of furniture that serves as a room's focal point. Textile selection and layering techniques for cottage interiors. Textiles play an equally important role in creating the ethereal cottage aesthetic. Soft linens, vintage-inspired florals, and delicate laces are combined with modern fabrics to create a sophisticated yet approachable atmosphere. The key is to layer these elements thoughtfully, allowing each piece to contribute to the overall narrative while maintaining a sense of lightness and airiness. Pattern mixing strategies for cottage-style homes. The art of mixing patterns requires a delicate balance, with scale and color serving as guiding principles. Small-scale florals might be paired with larger geometric prints, while subtle stripes provide a grounding element. The key is to maintain a cohesive color palette while varying pattern sizes and styles to create visual interest. Designer tip: when incorporating antiques, focus on pieces that serve a practical purpose while adding visual interest. Consider products like vintage textiles repurposed as pillows, antique mirrors with modern frames, and vintage-inspired wallpapers that capture the essence of traditional patterns. 4. Color palettes and patterns. Designing with a French country twist. French provincial color schemes for modern homes. The French country influence brings a sophisticated approach to cottage color palettes, emphasizing soft, muted tones inspired by the Provençal countryside. Gentle lavenders, sage greens, and butter yellows create a soothing backdrop, while touches of deeper hues add depth and interest. These colors are often applied in ways that feel both timeless and fresh, with modern application techniques bringing new life to traditional color combinations. Expert Guide to Pattern Mixing in French Country Decor. Pattern mixing in the French country style requires a careful eye for scale and proportion. Traditional toile patterns might be updated with modern colorways, while classic checks and stripes provide structured contrast to more elaborate designs. The key is to maintain a sense of harmony while allowing each pattern to make its own distinct contribution to the space. Decorative finishing techniques for cottage style. The use of color and pattern extends beyond traditional applications, with painted furniture and decorative finishes adding additional layers of interest. Techniques like color washing and dry brushing can be used to create depth and character, while strategic use of pattern can help define spaces and create visual flow throughout a home. Designer tip: when working with French country-inspired colors and patterns, start with a neutral base and layer in color gradually. Look for products like hand-painted tiles, traditional toile fabrics in updated colorways, and modern interpretations of classic French patterns. Five. From beams to floors, the craftsmanship behind timeless French farmhouses. Authentic structural elements in French cottage design. The structural elements of French farmhouse design speak to a rich history of architectural craftsmanship. Exposed ceiling beams, whether original or newly crafted, provide essential character while creating visual interest overhead. These elements are often paired with plaster walls and stone details that showcase traditional building techniques while meeting modern standards for comfort and efficiency. Selecting traditional flooring for cottage homes. Flooring choices play a crucial role in establishing the foundation for cottage style. Wide plankwood floors, often distressed or aged to perfection, create a sense of history and permanence. Natural stone flooring, particularly in kitchens and entryways, adds authentic character while providing durability for high-traffic areas. Custom architectural details in French farmhouse style. The importance of craftsmanship extends to every architectural detail, from hand-forged hardware to custom millwork. These elements work together to create spaces that feel authentic and carefully considered, with each detail contributing to the overall narrative of the home. Designer tip: invest in quality materials and craftsmanship for key architectural elements. Consider products like hand-hewn beams, reclaimed stone flooring, and custom millwork that incorporates traditional detailing. Six, outdoor spaces reimagined, creating tranquil gardens and patios with French flair. French country garden design principles. The ethereal cottage aesthetic extends naturally to outdoor spaces, where careful planning creates gardens and patios that feel both structured and wonderfully wild. Formal elements like gravel pathways and boxwood hedges provide organization, while climbing roses and flowering perennials add romantic charm. The goal is to create outdoor rooms that feel like natural extensions of interior spaces. Creating outdoor living spaces with cottage appeal. Outdoor living areas benefit from the same attention to detail as interior spaces, with comfortable seating arrangements and thoughtful accessories creating inviting destinations for relaxation and entertainment. Weather-resistant fabrics and soft, faded hues maintain the cottage aesthetic while providing necessary durability for outdoor use. Traditional French garden elements for modern homes. The integration of traditional French garden elements, from stone fountains to antique garden furniture, adds authenticity while creating focal points throughout the landscape. These carefully chosen elements help to create a sense of history and permanence in outdoor spaces. Designer tip: focus on creating outdoor rooms with clear purposes and defined boundaries. Look for products like weather-resistant fabrics in vintage-inspired patterns, traditional garden structures updated with modern materials, and lighting that creates ambience while providing necessary illumination. Conclusion: the ethereal cottage style, with its emphasis on pastel tones and floral details, offers a sophisticated approach to creating serene living spaces. By thoughtfully combining traditional elements with modern conveniences, this design aesthetic creates homes that feel both timeless and thoroughly contemporary. The key to success lies in careful attention to detail, quality materials, and a deep appreciation for the craftsmanship that makes each space unique. Through the intentional selection of colors, patterns, and materials, coupled with respect for architectural integrity and outdoor spaces, the ethereal cottage style continues to evolve while maintaining its essential character. The result is a living environment that offers both beauty and functionality, a true sanctuary for modern living that honors the past while embracing the future.